Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today is Alice Oseman Day. Yes, I'm going to Alice Oseman's Nottingham date on a book tour sign-in thing, so I thought it might be a cool vlog. Don't actually know if I'm allowed to film in there, so maybe it won't be a cool vlog, but we shall see. So yeah, taking all my books to get signed. So I'm currently reading this, not that you can really tell what that is. It is in fact this, The Music of What Happens, so I'll be reading that on the train. Side note though, don't actually know where Waterstones is in Nottingham. I know I've definitely passed it before, so it's not too far out of the way, but I'm gonna have to search for it. It's about 20 to 11 and I'm finally home. I got Chinese, so I'm gonna eat that and then wrap up everything that happened today. You don't really need to know that because for you it'll be in like 1 second, but for me, food time's first, for sure. I'm also gonna make a cup of tea because, you know, I'm an English stereotype. And the age-old question, is a vlog a vlog if it hasn't got a tea making montage? Excuse you. So, Blibs is a people, so he has to drink out of a people cup. So for those new to the channel, this is the child lock on the fridge because this knows how to open the fridge. Well, I know what I'm going to be watching while I eat my food. So I've decided to put you on my tripod so I don't have to hold the camera throughout this whole bit because there's going to be a lot of talking. I will be interspersing clips throughout though, so it's not just going to be me chatting shit for ages, so carry on watching. Yeah, I went to this book thing. Good times. So when I first got to Waterstones, side note, it's actually really easy to get to, so that was good. We got told that you have to go all the way up to the top, so we got to what I thought was the top because loads of people were waiting there, and then more people came and I was walking about and thinking, where is this talk, this signing gonna happen, because all I see is books, a little cafe, but mostly just books. And then 20 minutes later someone came over and was like, yeah, there's more stairs, go up there again, and that's where it's happening. So went up more stairs and finally found the room. I'll put a picture of it here because Alice Oseman and Waterstones Nottingham shared one. Boom, that's the room. I was on the second row at the front, on the left hand side, right at the left. That's where I was. And yeah, it was really cool. There was a talk with Books and Quills, I want to say. She's got a booktube account, but I don't follow her, so I don't 100% know it was, but I think she's called Books and Quills on here, was the host asking the questions and stuff. So there was loads of questions about Heartstopper. Also, unfortunately for me, I'm sure everybody else loved it, it was Harry Potter night, whatever that means. So loads of the questions about Harry Potter, and if you're not new here, you'll know that I've never read Harry Potter and I don't care about Harry Potter, so I was like, I'm glad they're talking about shit I don't care about. But other than that, there was loads of fun questions.
Yeah, my main tip for starting a webcomic or a graphic novel is to practice your style, because this is particularly relevant to webcomics, but webcomics are long. They take ages to finish, and if you are going to get bored and annoyed by the style that you're drawing it in, then you're not going to want to carry on making it. So, like, my recommendation is to find a style that's quite speedy to draw, because you want to keep the story going, and that you actually enjoy drawing. Like, if you really hate drawing backgrounds, me, then don't like put so much effort into backgrounds. Like, you can probably tell from my style, like, I have quite like a sketchy style, which isn't the most detailed. There are other comics that are way more detailed than Heartstopper, but it's what I like to draw, and that's the most important thing.
So you said you obviously went back and made a few changes before you were doing the Kickstarter. Did you feel like your style had to change a bit as you were going along?
Yeah, so much. Like, particularly in the first chapter, I think because I was drawing suddenly so much, like every single day, my style very quickly changed. Nick and Charlie were so pointy, very pointy boys. But like, that's just the way it is. Like, if you're drawing every single day, your style is going to change and improve. And now I think my improvement is kind of like, it's still going, I think, but it's slowed down a bit just because I've gotten used to the fact that I'm drawing so much.
Then after that, it was opened up so the audience could ask questions, and there was a lot of Harry Potter questions, not gonna lie. And then I shocked the whole room by saying in my first question that I don't care about Harry Potter, so I was moving away from that. And there was just like an audible from pretty much everybody in the room when I said I don't care about Harry Potter, so soz for anybody that I gave a heart attack to because I don't care about Harry Potter. But yeah, I asked 2 questions. When I went in there, or like on the day before when I was there in the talky bit between Alice and the woman interviewing her, in my head I didn't really have any questions. I didn't feel like I was going to be a question person, but then I did end up asking 2. So that first one, when I said I'm moving it away from Harry Potter, was about how in Solitaire Charlie's story is quite dark, but Heartstopper is quite fluffy and cute, and how that was going to work. So that was fun. And then my second question was just basically saying how important is Loveless to you to write a book about asexuality when you don't really see that very much in books. Obviously more nowadays, but even so, still not loads. So yeah, it was fun. I actually asked some questions and put my hand up and talked in front of people, and I got really red and it was like, oh, people. But then it was fine. And then after the Q&A, there was the signing. Now, like I said, I was at the front on the left-hand side, the second row back. And the signing thing was at the front on the right. So me and all the people around here just walked over here. And then all these people just went, bajoom. So we were like, oh, and carried down. And carried on. And we ended up walking all the way around the room. And then we were right at the back of the queue. Pretty much where our seats were, so not the best. I was in the queue for about an hour. It meant I had to not get the bus that I wanted to, get a later train instead. We'll talk about that in a second. But it was actually alright. Even though all of us are introverts and people are scary, I did end up talking to somebody in the queue. We bonded over the fact, well, first of all, they were cosplaying as Charlie, which, fair play, put the work in. But also they randomly said, oh yeah, at one con I cosplayed from this book that nobody's ever heard of, The Foxhole Court, and I was like, oh my god, that is my favourite series. And then we bonded and talked about All for the Game quite a bit, and Heartstopper, and it made the hour go a bit quicker, so thank you, that's always nice. And then finally I met Alice and got my book signed. Here's a picture of her looking ethereal and lovely, and me looking like a blue potato. But yeah, I took all my books. Some people only took, well, they didn't take anything, they just had Heartstopper 3, which is what it was for, because they didn't really know the etiquette, which I also didn't. I thought, I'm going to take all my books anyway, just in case. But I did ask on Twitter, and Alice did say, oh yeah, bring what you want. But even if I didn't ask that, I would have done it anyway, and then played it by ear, and if nobody else had their whole stack, I would have been like, I brought all this for nothing. But I got them all signed. So we have I Was Born for This. Radio silence. It was nice because most people had all the fancy new covers and I was like, yes, OG. Solitaire. Again with the old school book. And then, of course, Heartstopper Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. And it was the official release date of Volume 3, even though it's technically been out in stores for like a week. So that was always nice. Probably going to read this month, just because I'm not even 100% sure if I've read all of this yet, because when I read it online I always wait for several months and then read a chunk of it at a time rather than as it's uploaded. So I was flicking through this and I was like, I don't even know if I've actually read all this, so that's always fun. And then I got the combo ticket, so I got to go to the thing. I got Volume 3 and also got this tote, which is nice. It's all folded up because I put it in my bag, which is unfortunate, but that's cute. So yeah, the journey home. If you've been to Nottingham, you know that at the moment they are renovating the Broadmarsh, which is a big shopping centre thing. And going through the Broadmarsh is how you get to the train station. And I forgot that because it's been renovated, it's shut earlier. So I got my stuff signed. I was like, right, I've only got this amount of time to get to the train station. I was rushing down there. I got halfway down the street and I was like, oh shit, it's not even open. So I had to rush all the way back up the hill because Nottingham is very hilly. And then I went down the next road and I was like, for God's sake, that is a dead end. So I had to come back up and then go around and then down the main road and then to the train station. I was rushing. I wasn't fully running, but you know, I was walking fast. I was sweating. We wanted to get there because fun times, the next train after the 9:20 one was 10:30 and I was not about that life. So rush, rush, rush. When you get to the train station, it's always right at the end of the platform to come to Newark, which is annoying, especially when you want to rush. And then I got there and it was delayed, so it was fine. Even though the train was literally there, they said it was delayed. But I'm not going to complain about that because it meant that I got there and it was fine. So yeah, all in all, it was a fun time. I've never been to any sort of reading, bookish type event. So that was always cool. It was nice. And I don't even know what to say, how to end this. Because I'm in normal video form. It feels weird. I can't even be like, hey, I'm vlogging, bye. I feel like I have to be official. So here is my official outro. Let me know down below if you've read Alice Oseman's books or Heartstopper. Are you a fan of Heartstopper? If you're not, go and read it. It's free online. There's literally no excuse. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.
Time to look at my camera, do loads of cute things.